1, 0.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Socratic Dialogue platform at Deep Thought, a platform wherein youngsters, indeed students like us, initiate to discuss a complex topic, which is, by the way, usually the concern of a CXO of a company. Not just we initiate to have a discussion, but it is a building upon arguments. We build upon arguments in order to conclude something, in order to conclude an idea, a product, or a process, which we'll be utilizing in our day-to-day practices. Specifically, now let me introduce you guys with the theme of today's Socratic Dialogue and the format of today's dialogue. Today's dialogue is interestingly young CTO Socratic Dialogue. This is going to be a young Chief Technology Officer Socratic Dialogue. And the specific theme of the dialogue is technology models. Now, there is no doubt that in today's business, in today's world, the core of any company, any business is technology. With technology models, today we are able to scale from things like as simple as food delivery, getting food, to things like booking a cab, and latest technology of you ask anything and you will get the response, ChatGPT. So all this technology in its core have technology model. Today we have two teams with us, Team Polia and Team Navatas, who will be pitching their own technology models and how will be utilizing their technology models in their company. The format of Socratic Dialogue would be simple. We would be having 4 rounds. In the round 1, we have 2 teams. So Team A will be in the answer box. They will be pitching their idea. And Team B will be rigorously evaluating their idea. Round 2 would be an audience round where we'll be taking questions from the audience. We request you to subscribe our YouTube channel and please share your questions in the YouTube chat box. We'll taking your questions from there. So round 2 will be a question answer session between the audience and the teammate. Round 3 and round 4 are the vice versa, where team A and team will be interchanging their positions. So this is all about our introduction. Now I would request our teams to introduce themselves. Which team would like to go ahead and introduce themselves?
Okay, I'll go first. So, hello, I'm Shagun from Team Polia. I am AVP Data Engineer at Deep Thought. I'm trying to figure out how we can incorporate emotional intelligence in technology. So based on that, we are going to present a solution for technology based on Polia's method.
Thank you, Shagun. The next member of Team Polia.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Shashank, Learning and Developmental Researcher in Deep Thought Human Capital Lab. So, yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Shashank.
Hi, everyone. I am Devamita Chatterjee, and I am a content creator in Kringle, which is a Deep Thought's client company.
Okay, thanks, Team Polia, for introducing yourself. And over to Team Narrator. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Umang, for having us here. Yes, I'm Shomita, and I have been in Deep Thought as a strategy researcher. And our team's name is the narrators. Why? You will get to know it during our pitch. In the meantime, I'm requesting my team members to introduce themselves. Thank you.
Hello guys, this is Ronak and I am currently working as a software development fellow in Deep Thought, and I'm so excited to be a part of Socratic Dialogue again, and I'm happy.
Hi everyone, I'm Artua. I'm working as a growth hacker or a content writer in Brand Tech Lab of Deep Thought. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, Team Polia and Team Narrators for introducing yourself. Now I would request our co-moderators to introduce yourself.
So hi everyone, I'm Vatsal. I'm data scientist at Deep Thought, and I'll be like co-moderating this whole Socratic dialogue thing with you guys, so that we can achieve a smooth session. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Vatsal. Over to you, Shivani.
Hello everyone, I am L&D Innovation Manager in Deep Thought, and I am looking forward for some insights from my buddy members here. So yeah, I would be co-moderating with all of you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Shibangi. And lastly, I would like to introduce myself. I am an education disruptor and process innovation manager at Deep Thought currently, and I would be the moderator of the day for this dialogue. Apologies right now if I bore you guys anytime in the next 45 minutes time. With this, we'll have a small ritual of Deep Thought. Let me ask you guys that why you have named your teams like that. It's why Team Polia and why Team Narrators. So would the team like to share their thoughts why you have named your team like that?
Okay, so truly speaking, we forgot to name our team. Then when it comes that, okay, which team you're going to be. So while discussing our app theory is based on George Polia, how to solve it. So based on that, I named my team key, how we are going to function and how technology, how to solve it, help in bringing that technological solution. So based on that, we named our team.
Okay. You named your team on spot and it's based on your product idea. It's interesting. Thanks, Team Polia. Over to Team Narrators.
Well, for us, it's connected to our pitch. So maybe we can explain it better while our pitch as if it's okay.
Okay. So here, okay, let's go into the ocean of intellectual rigor and let's start the round one. So which team would like to go ahead in the answer box first? Is that Team Narrator or is that Team Polia?
No thoughts, I'll go first.
Okay, Team Polia would like to go ahead first. So the people, if you want to know why Team Narrators have renamed themselves like that, you have to wait till round 3. No options. So let me share the rules. Team Polia, you will get exactly 3 minutes time to pitch your idea. And then over to Team Narrators for questions. And question and the responses shall not exceed more than 30 seconds. Yeah, that's the rule. Now over to Team Polia. Please go ahead with your pitch.
Yeah. What do you think? How important is it to live your life? Do you think in rush to gain knowledge and in rush to gain success, people forget to live their life? Think about the situation when you are at the age of 5 and enjoy everything in your life. So presenting an app, Smile, that will bring smile on each and every moment of your life.
Okay. Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, team narrators, would you like to ask any follow-up question? Okay. You can also ask them to elaborate some parts of the pitch. So, over to you, team narrators.
Okay, so what problems it will be solving, like for the adults, like will be, who are facing a lot of mental issues, right? They have, they are tired, so they want to use this app, right, in order to fix their mental health. How will it be helping them?
Okay. This app sounds like mental health, but it's different. Okay. In my pitch, I clearly mentioned that in rush to gain knowledge, to gain success, people forget to live their life. How they forget to live their life? They don't get the proper surroundings so that they can acquire something to smile. Okay. And why they are not smiling? Because of that reason, they are not smiling. What's happening? They are losing productivity each and every time. So this app will help you to bring that smile so that you can conquer your productivity at each and every level of the thing that you are doing.
Okay, so I have a question is like, how will the app ensure that Polias technique, which you have named your team, right? So it was of George Polias thing, right? So how is it going to implement that technique?
Okay. So if you think about Polia's technique, it divided into 4 parts: understanding the problem, implementation of developing a plan, implementation of a plan, and evaluating that thing. So the whole idea and the concept behind this app is based on this thing. First, this app will try to understand the problem. As I told that it would be just not an app, it will bring smiles. So we're not asking the direct questions, it will gamify things and it will bring lots of thought process in each and every feature that we are having. And through this, we are trying to understand a problem. We are trying to prepare a plan for that problem. And then we are helping that people to implement that plan properly. And we are giving them proper recommendation and proper evaluation features so that they can have proper analysis of what they did and how they are going to improve it. And that will help them to analyze where they were lacking.
Okay, so how will the app ensure that users are effectively implementing the technique and not just going through the app only? And
What do you mean by not just going to the app?
like not just going through the motions. It's like people are unable to figure out what's the motive of the app, and they just went through the whole thing, and they just unable to effectively implement that technique within themselves.
Okay. So, what do you think? Why a person will be there on our platform? A person will be there on a platform because that person wants to smile. Usually, what happens? People tend to go on different platforms to bring that entertainment and to bring that smile. They watch social media, they watch movies and all. It's great. Why they watch? Because they want to skip from their original life that they are living. They want to go into that vicious cycle and come back here. Again, there is the same problem. So with the method, we are trying to understand the problem properly, and we are trying to make sure that people also understand their problem. So it won't be just question answer thing and just guideline. It will also affect them to bring that emotions come back from the wherever it was. Wherever it lost. Yes, Amit.
So this is a great idea. Smile is a great idea. So when we are talking about technological models, right? What models are you following so that one person can understand this technology in a simple way? the people who are coming to your app are able to understand this in a simple way, how it is showing the value proposition.
Okay. So if you talk about how people are going to understand that value proposition and how a simple person can like understand what this app is all about. So as I mentioned in my pitch as well, think that when you are at the age of 5, so the theme that app will through which that we will create our app, it won't be like scientific theme and so that people get overwhelmed with lots of text and all. We are trying to gamify each and everything in such a way with while giving them short puzzles and asking them questions, some critical question in a simple way, so that people understand their problem easily.
Okay, I have a question. It's like, will the app have access to the personal health information of that user? Like, will the user remain anonymous, or is it like they'll be having the data of user?
Okay. So if you think about personal health information, the information that we are acquiring, that acquisition of information will be within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We are not promising, point number one, that we are going to improve your mental health, and it's not about mental health. It's all about the questions and the kind of gamification that we are going to bring in, so that people smiles at each and every point that if they logged in on our app. So based on the uses of app, that criticality of the person state will be defined, and based on that, we'll be providing them suggestions. So we are not trying to dig any data of that person. That person will use our app and get that information. We'll get that information.
So here I am just trying to, Artwa, you can go ahead.
Okay, so there are lots of similar apps in the market which is available. So what are you guys doing differently? What is the difference?
Okay, so Artwa, could you please explain me or like give me some example of app that is available in the market?
So this is not exactly a mental health app, but somehow trying to put smile on someone's face or talking about their experiences does bring it somewhat to the mental health circle, I would say. So there are lots of apps which are available, maybe with medical professionals, which are helping these people. So what is the difference then?
So point number one, I am not specifying that it's a mental health app and it will be useful and solve the problem of mental health, which is at very critical stage. Okay, it's for the daily users and for the regular people who are into lots of stuffs and wants to smile always, but they are not getting proper time to smile. So this app will talk about different stories and different criteria that they used to do and how it will help them. Based on that information, this app will try to build the separate model for that person to energize that person within the future. Okay. And if you talk about other mental health app, they usually did meditation, exercises, routine, plan your meal, plan your time management. So these are the steps with proper doctoral facilities and all. But this smile will be very different from this. From
Okay.
the
Okay, so my follow-up question would be, let's say we have someone, a mental health patient who comes to your app, who is interacting with you and sharing their problems. and that person is in a serious mental health condition. You get to know that through talking or conversation or whatever customized plan that you devise for them. What do you do then? Do you recommend them to a medical professional, or do you try to solve that through your app itself?
No, I don't try to, because as I told, this app is still not in my hand. So I won't be able to categorize that problem and tell them, okay, you are at this level of severe mental health issue, you are not able to sleep properly, you are dealing with insomnia and all. I'll solve that problem. No, I'm not going to solve that problem. In that situation, I won't recommend that app. In that situation, I'll tell you can talk to some doctor and you can take that proper medication. And this app will be for normal and regular user.
So how would you advertise your app? Let's say someone comes in with an expectation of this mental health boundary, and someone comes in with just for entertainment purposes. So how would you advertise your app? What would be a specific genre that you're working on?
Okay.
I can go.
In terms of advertising, like I don't want to go into that because it's all about useful art of technology that ST is all about. But I don't want to advertise for those. My target audience are not those who are into severe mental health. I already mentioned. My target audience are those who are gaining, means who are rushing to gain lots of things and who wants to get success, but meanwhile they forgot and they involved in their work much, they forgot to live their life. So if you talk about a kid of 7 year, or even a kid as of now 7th or 8th standard kid, that kid is also keep forgetting that they have some life to live. They have to go to play in a playground, they have to do something, learn some art and all, because they are busy in their studies and all. So this app will bring that thing in their life.
So I have a question, Shobhan. It's like it's based on the question in number 3. It's like humans can provide emotional support and companionship, right, to other humans that an app cannot. So can this app replace humans in terms of bringing smile into their face?
Okay. What do you think? Is really humanly it's possible? Humanly, a single app can take a place of human? No. So in my app, I'm also not promising that this will replace the human. If suppose there is a kid, okay, that kid is opening that app at 5 p.m. in the morning, 5 p.m. in the evening, okay, and that app knows that this kid is in 7th standard, and this kid is studying a lot, and this kid come from school at 3 or 2 p.m. in the morning, sorry, in the afternoon. At 5 he's opening and is trying to scroll on the app or the phone. So it will try to bring some children playing in the ground and all, and trying to ask, okay, don't you like to play like these kids and all. So after watching that 2-minute or 1-minute video, that guy will automatically smile and go to the playground to play that cricket.
Okay, I have a counter question based on this. You once said ki,
Yeah,
yes,
timer. Last 3 minutes remaining for round 1. Okay. So just 3 minutes remaining. So please go ahead as quick as possible.
Sure. So at first you told ki this app will not be storing the personal details of that particular user. Then you said ki this kid is in 7th standard, right? So this is storing the information of that user. So this is a counter.
I didn't told this app won't be storing that personal detail. I told this app will ask questions in such a manner that this app has proper data of that user. I'm not trying to fetch the personal details, I told that thing, this app won't be fetching the personal detail of that person from anywhere. I'm not going to search and hunt, okay, Ronak is there on my app. I want to search and hunt who is Ronak, what is his Facebook profile, what he's doing on LinkedIn, and all, what are his interests. I'm not doing that. I'll ask some kind of questions through which I'll get some details, some normal details, and based on that, I'll suggest something.
Okay. I have a follow-up question to that. So when you are saying that you are already getting questions and you will suggest something. So for again, for second time and third time, if somebody is coming again, one, either you have to store the data, right? So that you can suggest something. Else, like they have to answer again and again, right? So here also you are somehow getting that data, you are storing data. So does not this counter with your answer that you are not getting any data?
I'm not getting any data. I never told. I told I am asking question to get the information. And I told I never fetch that data.
But still, when somebody is again coming, you have to fetch the data from somewhere, right?
Fetch the data based on the information that they provided me in the past. I will take that information, store that information based on that, because to bring that smile on any face, you want to know that person. And I'm not telling that if you will be there on my smile, I'll be having a proper data of yours.
Then how are you ensuring that it will certainly bring smile, and how are you ensuring the correctness?
Okay. Once you log in on any app, there is 4 or 5 basic detailed question. What is your name? What is your age? What is your profession? And what's your interest? Okay. Based on that, I won't be just asking the question. There will be some random mental health games that they will play. And based on that, will be tracking the time they took to play that game, the time to type the questions that we asked. And based on that, they will be we will be capturing that details and we'll be suggesting that future.
All right.
Okay. In the period of time, we'll conclude the round 1 here. So now it's time for the audience round. So, okay. Okay, we cannot see much questions from audience in the chat box. Again, I will repeat, audience, please type your questions for the team, respective teams in the chat box. We have few questions received. We'll go with the few questions. So the first question from the audience is that the round 1, okay, was more oriented towards business. Does this have a market? Okay, does this have a competitor? And those kind of a thing. The question is, what is the core technology model? Can you define the core technology model in just 30 seconds?
Okay. What do you mean by technology? Do you think a pen is a technology? Do you think a wheel is a technology? So if you think a pen which can write anything is a technology, it's the model, it's the useful art through which a people can write things. So same as like that, this solving a problem is a useful art. So our core technological model is not the app. That app technology, the app is just a medium of technology that we are using to demonstrate our art. So that our art is problem solving through which a people can solve problem.
Who will solve these problems?
Who will solve this problem? A technology will solve this problem.
How will the technology solve this problem?
Technology will solve this problem based on the research that technology.
Yeah, what is that research? What is that core technology? What is that model?
Can I take it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a survey which happens when the customer who or the the ones who come into the app. So based on the survey which we can get in the data of like what is the usage of the other apps and what is the information we are able to gather. So through that data, we'll be able to fetch the details or we'll be able to solve.
Okay, you'll be able to, you are simply fetching those details, okay, of their users. And then you are using your own, definition of, your own definition to solve the problems. Now, what is that definition, okay? Let's say you have the data. You know this person is spending this much time in X, in Y, in Z. Now what you will do?
Yeah. So based on the, we'll have different questionnaires while we get the data also. So based on the questions they answer, we'll be able to bring out through AI, we'll be able to bring out what is the immediate need for the person. So how can we, able to bring in a smile in that person? Understand the problem statement first, then looking at the, based on the scoring of the questionnaire, what is the impact we can do through this,
Okay, do you have any broad idea of how will this AI model look like? If yes, you can go.
Okay, so let's think we collect some kind of data of the user. So as of now, if we just initiated that app or that smile, so anyhow we will sure you don't have much data. So in that situation, you have to do that survey for 20 or 30 people. Okay, through which you can get proper emotional state of those people. And based on that, we will train our model. You have some 50 or 100 set of questions or 100 set of games, that mental health quizzes or mental health gamifications, that will train our model. Okay, if that person out of 30 people, this person take 5-minute time, this person takes 6-minute time to complete, this much of percentage of people take this much of time to complete this app. So
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, please go ahead.
So based on that, you will be able to acquire you'll be able to suggest another means other questions and other games to that person based on this 30 set of data. And moreover, this app will get uses, our model will get more stronger and stronger, and it will get proper handled, proper application to handle each and every situation. And the theory that we are tracking, I already told that will be how to solve it. Theory 4-step process.
Got it. Makes sense. Now let's move on to the next question from the audience. Okay, so one interesting question coming up here. Your users can get smiles, okay? They can be happy. So any YouTube video, they can watch any YouTube video, okay? Without downloading a new app. So how is it helpful? So how is it useful? Means anyone can, watch a video on YouTube without downloading an app. So why they shall, put an effort, download your, let's say, app. They can simply go on Instagram, YouTube, or any other app, okay, and be happy. Why they should come to you?
I think I already mentioned that thing in my previous answer.
Okay, so quick 30-second answer.
People tend to watch this YouTube video, Instagram video. Why they are watching? They are watching because they want to be happy and they want to get out from their entire situation and entire surrounding. And when they moved there, they went to that vicious cycle. They got disconnected from all their surroundings, and that will somehow relax in their mind. And it's like, it's okay, fine. Let's come back there. Now my mind is relaxed. But in actual situation, the problem is still steady there. That problem is not solved. Okay, that genuine smile is not there. It's just like they go in that vicious cycle to smile. This app will not let them go to that vicious cycle while living in their surrounding, while talking to different people, while enjoying their environment, how they can be happy.
Okay, makes sense. Hope this justifies the person who asked the question. With this, we officially conclude the round 2 of the Socratic Dialogue. We'll take 2 reflections here from the participants in this round 1 and round 2. If you have learned something, if you are going to apply that learning, okay, in whatever work you are doing in your team's work, you can go ahead with your reflection. Any random thoughts coming to your mind?
Yes, I can go. First of all, this idea of this app is already a new chapter for us to learn, like for me also. And what I learned about through Shagun's all the insights, it was like most of the time people will be saying, if we are not happy, we should be, go through like some who should accept that emotions and not like, smiling is not an option, always to get rid of your problems. So like by just aligning ourselves with that regular mental health lifestyle, having an basic lifestyle which actually makes you remember about the mental health is very important. That is the main part and basic part, which is a trigger also to make us remember about the EQ. And it's a great model to like make people aware about the emotional intelligence as well. So I think it will be my takeaway to learn from this, how we can connect mental health to EQ part. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Debaminta, for your candid response. Who is going next with the reflection? We can take one more reflection.
So can I go in?
Sure.
Yeah. So the app which they are trying to build, will have lot of users in it in future, and people will be implementing this Polias technique and will have smile in the faces, because I see the potential in this. Why? Because this app has that gamification thing which separates it from other apps, right? So yeah, like that is my reflection based on the whole concept of the app. And yeah, like it will be able to put a lot of smiles in people's faces.
Okay. Thanks for sharing your celebration, Ranak. So now let's move to the round 3. So now, team narrator, you will be in the answer box, and team Polia, you will be in the question box. And finally, our audience will get to know the reason why the team narrator have renamed themselves team narrator. So, team narrator, exactly 3 minutes time for your pitch. Please go ahead.
Hi. First, I would like to address the most asked question, why we are called narrator. So our pitch is kind of a story through which we want to ease you into the concept that we are incoming, that we are taking, and that we have built. So that is basically the reason behind our name. And to be exact, we were trying to find synonyms for storytellers. That's when we came with the name narrators. So now I would like to go ahead with my pitch and ease you into the concept that we are trying to build. So meet John, a frustrated commuter in a busy city. His daily drive to work is plagued by heavy traffic and long wait times at traffic lights. But one day, John notices something different on his way to work. Now, you all might be wondering what's so different on way to work. He sees that the traffic lights are very synchronized and the cars are moving smoothly. There are no long lines of cars waiting at the intersections. He wonders what has changed. John later learns that the city has implemented a smart traffic management system. The system uses sensors and cameras to monitor traffic flow in real time. Machine learning algorithms analyze the data and make adjustments to traffic lights and roads to optimize the traffic flow. The system also provides real-time updates to drivers through mobile apps and other means. helping them to avoid congested areas and find alternative routes. With this new system, his commute time has significantly reduced, and he arrives at work feeling relaxed and ready for the day ahead. He also notices that the air quality in the city has improved, as there are fewer idling cars on the road. The smart traffic management technology has improved transportation efficiency and sustainability, tangibly impacting people's lives. Additionally, it has the potential features like distress signals and crime management, further benefiting people. Thank you, and we would like to take questions now.
Okay, so you have picked up an existing technology model and have presented its benefits. Okay, it might be tough to ask questions, but yeah. Team Polia, over to you for questions.
Yeah. So I have a question like, so how do you think you can implement in the rural space of like in our India? Because, implementation in rural space in India is going to be tough because everybody won't be able to access for smartphones for the next 20 years also. There'll be a population which won't be able to access. And even because of animal grazing and everything. So how would you be able to do it in the rural space?
So, can I answer this question? Yeah. So it's like in rural areas, what we can do is like we can have the sensors and cameras in order to detect the traffic flow, which is similar to the system used in urban areas. So the sensors will be able to will be able to experience that high traffic volume, and it will detect that the traffic is high, and it will provide the traffic guide, the traffic police, the possible consequences of this traffic, and will and that traffic police will be able to come up with certain conclusion, you can say certain result. Also we can have that connectivity thing. The system will have a reliable connectivity to transmit data and updates to drivers. So if a guy is going on a rural area and there is a lot of traffic in that area, so because of the connectivity, he will be having that data. Yes, there is a lot of traffic in this area. I have to go to a different route. So yeah, does this answer your question?
Yeah.
I have
Partially.
Okay.
one follow-up question here. So,
Sure.
you are telling that your guy will get proper connectivity and proper thing, and you will be putting cameras and sensors in your city and in different rural area.
Hmm.
So, from my point of view, your Google Map is solving this problem. Means if I am traveling anywhere, this problem could be solved by the Google Map easily. I can just point my destination and I can from where I had started, and I'll get red marks and orange marks. Based on that, I can decide where traffic would be more and traffic would be less. Based on that, I am changing my path. So how your app will be different from that Google Map, and why people will trust your app?
Solution use Google, changes his route and goes to some other place. But with the help of a smart traffic management system, with the use of this sensor and cameras to monitor traffic and adjust traffic lights and optimize the traffic flow, it provides a real-time update to the drivers, which the Google Map will not be able to do that.
Ronak, could you start from starting? Your voice just cut off from starting.
Okay, sorry. Now it's audible.
Huh.
So Google Map will be able to provide data to a single guy, right? So if a single guy uses that particular Google Map, he will get the correct route and he just goes to a different path. But what happens to the traffic? The traffic is still there because most people will be confused. Why is that traffic, right? So they will be like, they will not be using Google Map. All the people will not be using the Google Map at that time. So a traffic management system will have that sensor and cameras, and with that, they will be providing the real-time updates to the drivers through mobile apps. That's the main point, right? So if they are getting the real-time updates, the traffic gets managed and people are able to go with the smooth flow.
Yeah, I have one follow-up question. Yeah, it would work for the four-wheelers. So because the two-wheeler person won't be stopping every place and looking at the update which is getting, because he'll be traveling for a longer distance from one place to another place. So why would two-wheeler would stop every place and look at the notification?
Okay. So you are correct. Like traffic management system will be designed for the four-wheelers, right? It is not actually designed for the two-wheelers. So okay. So what happens? This can help them to reduce the congestion, and the two-wheelers will be, it makes safer because of this, traffic management system. It
Just
for
to
the two-wheeler
add on,
navigate through busy intersection of this whole cars. Okay. Am I audible?
you got cut in middle.
Acha, Shwamita, you can continue then.
Just to add, so if there are traffic lights, the bikes also stop, right? If there are proper crowd control, the traffic stops. The cars or vehicles stops, right? So we are making a system. So this is a system. We are talking about a technology which eases the work of traffic police, traffic controllers.
Okay. So, yeah. So my question is, okay, I agree that your app will not be for users. Maybe your users will use Google Map more than your app, but it will help police, or it will help the people who are managing traffic. So can I consider this technology as a traffic management technology instead of like uh, uh, helping people to reach that this area will be having more traffic or less traffic?
Could you please just a little bit explain? Like
Yeah.
I was not able to understand.
Okay. So my point is, can I understand this? You told that this app will be more redirected towards the traffic management system. Okay, it will help traffic manager or a police to manage the traffic properly. So, can I consider this app as a traffic management app instead of a app like a Google Map, who will help people to spot the area where there will be more traffic or less traffic?
Yes, this is, we were talking about the technology model we are talking about. It's a very well traffic management and controlling model, where it is helping the traffic, the people who are managing the crowd, also the people who are part of the crowd as well.
What will be the point of communication? Because most of the time, if people are driving the cars, they are unable to like attend one phone call from any company, or maybe the Uber, like the app they are using the ride for.
Okay, so do they stop at red, green, red or yellow signal? Does any car stop at red and yellow signal?
No.
If there is a cost of ticketing, there is a fear of ticketing, getting tickets, would a car stop then there?
Yes.
So that's how we are trying to, that's how the technology is trying to be built, that will control the traffics.
Okay,
Like
we can also have something like, as you said, it will be difficult for the drivers to answer phone calls during traffic. But what happens if the app which we'll be providing them can give them notifications based on the real-time updates? So they are on a certain route, the GPS is on, and they are receiving updates. Okay, this traffic is clear now. You can go through it. Oh, you can you will have to change your route because there is a lot of traffic. It will take you approximately 2 hours. It will provide them the data. Acha, this much time will be taken. 1 hour will be taken. Acha, in 2 minutes, this traffic is getting cleared. You can just go through it. So we can provide them this.
Okay, then I have another follow-up question for this. Then how we can ensure that one missed notification can take a lot of time to reach the destination? So what about that precaution, or how is there anything to have support for?
So in this case, what we would do is we would set an alarm. If you're reaching close enough to the destination where there is congested area, you're reaching and you would have an alarm ring that this is the congested area you're going for. Despite that, if you are going for it, then that is completely your choice. But you can miss a notification, I'm sure, but you cannot miss the alarm that would go off, reminding you that this is the congested area you're going for. You're taking a risk. It might take 2 hours.
Understood.
Also with that, whenever like normal some people is missing some routes, we can reroute and we can show different routes as well, so that if you have missed one turn, there could be some different turn as well where you can again go back to the quicker route.
Okay. So
Sorry for the interruption, but last 2 minutes for the round 3. So quickly,
okay.
shoot questions first and answer.
Again, my point is that again, what answer Atua gave and Shomita and Ronak, just last 3 answer if I collect, it again gives me a full visual of Google Map. So you guys, in my previous question, I asked that can I consider this app more intended towards the traffic management app? So how could you ensure that this app will help you in traffic management? Shomita told that this app will bring that ticketing system and all or something. So why someone will install that app if there is a ticketing system, and if they will break a rule, they will get some penalty or something. So how this app is transforming people so that they use traffic rules properly, and that traffic manager manage the traffic properly instead of just pushing them and imposing them to follow that thing. So
Okay, can I?
Short questions we have.
Mhm. Okay, can I go in with the answer?
Yes.
Quickly.
So as you mentioned, it will not directly. Okay, it will transform people to use traffic rules properly. How will it transform them, right? So it may not directly transform them, but it can indirectly contribute to improving their way to understand the traffic rules by providing real-time updates on the traffic conditions. The drivers can plan their routes, and basically they will avoid going to the congested places, so it will reduce the temptation to break the traffic rules out of frustration. What happens? People get frustrated because of the traffic and they break the rules. They just go in, right? So it will be, someone's life is on stake, right? So additionally, by improving the traffic flow and reducing congestion, the app can create a safer environment, which may ensure drivers to follow traffic rules more clearly. Or we can say the app will introduce them to follow the traffic rules, right? So while getting started, they click on getting started, they will be seeing, Achha, these are the traffic rules. After you avoid using this, or you misinterpret this, you will have certain potential conclusions. You can go to jail as well. So they'll be like have this alert thing, right? Ki, Achha, I have to use this. I have to keep this in my mind.
Just to add up a small thing, as in our pitch also we mentioned that it was a smart traffic management system which uses machine learning and algorithms, and a part of this is the app. This is not the entire part. The app is not the entire thing. This is a part. The app is a part of smart traffic management system.
So I want to add in a little thing. So since the app is a part of it, so we would still have, so let's say someone breaks a traffic rule at some conjunction, we would still have their information. Even if they do not have the app downloaded, there are number plates, we would still operate on that, and we would let them know that they have broken the rule. So I think going forward, they would feel the safest option is to download the app and just go for it as a better option.
And what is the marketing?
I'm sorry.
What is the marketing point?
The marketing point is it's completely a traffic management system. The app is a part. The app is not the entire thing. The app is a part you can download for your betterment, or you can leave it. But even if you leave it, we are able to know that you've broken the traffic rule. That's the thing.
Can I add to
Don't.
point which was
Acha.
uh,
You're on.
it's like marketing can be done something like we can inform the local government, or you can say the transportation authorities, to showcase the benefits, and we can showcase the benefits to them and potential impact of implementing such a system in in this area. And they will be seeing the presentation, demonstration, and the studies which we have made, right? We can include the accidents which are occurring because of not following the traffic rules, right? We'll consider this thing, and we'll be promoting our app or our system, so that if the user uses this app, they will they will just escape this thing, right? And marketing efforts will also target the drivers to encourage and also
Tech,
so that they
uh,
can use the mobile app, right? We'll
see,
encourage the drivers as well.
the dialogue is under technical
Huh.
thing, right? So I think so we are going into marketing, right? So let's come back to the technical aspect of the app.
Okay.
But with this, we have to officially conclude the round 3. Okay, a bit unfortunate end of round 3 at an abrupt moment, but we had a good discussion and a good interaction. So let's move towards the audience round 4. So team narrators, the first question to you from the audience is that um, is it justifiable to have this kind of thing in a village which has around 100 vehicles? The cost of implementing all those things like sensors, you said, the traffic systems, would it be feasible? What are your comments?
Okay, I would like to take the question. So in the beginning, it might not be, because maybe in the rural area, there might be underdeveloped roads and everything going, but with the development is going on, there are so many routes are now getting connected, right? And in so many cases, there are so many shortcuts are being built, so many developed routes are being built. So I think in such cases, having this system, at least some areas of the rural part, would be beneficial.
Okay, makes sense. Not right now, but gradually things will scale and it will be a future investment, you are saying. Okay, any other response to this question? We'll wait for 5 seconds. All right, so let me move towards the next question. So now, one of the main, crucial pointers, okay, when you talk about such kind of an application, such kind of a traffic system, is that internet is not accessible everywhere, as well as the bandwidth of internet fluctuates when we move, when we are traveling. So do you have any technical model, okay, or thought process of a technology so which you can solve this problem? Yeah, team narrators, you can go ahead with your
Yes.
responses.
So in the beginning, yes, there could be some areas where networking is hard, but we can have that portable network systems, right? Portable Wi-Fi or networking systems, which will provide the needed bandwidth.
Okay.
I mean, this could be the first step.
Okay. Okay. And anything, any tech you are thinking of? Any tech which can solve? Apart from, you can say any intellectual solution, any model, anything which is coming to your mind.
One could be like, just thinking out loud here, connecting with the satellite system.
Okay,
So
relay system. Okay, just
yes,
random. Yeah, anyone
just
else?
thinking out loud over here.
Okay.
And my team members can also add in.
Yes,
Yeah,
am I
anyone-
audible?
yeah. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So Umang, your question was related to internet was not accessible and the bandwidth fluctuates in that area. What
Yeah.
can?
Yeah. Okay, right now I guess your bandwidth is fluctuating. Okay. So let us move towards the next question from the audience. So the next question from the audience is, I guess, would provoke your creativity. The audience says that the model is fine, and the synchronization of traffic, the application is good. But the audience wants, can you use the same model anywhere else? Can you use the same model anywhere else? Where can you use it and how?
Okay, that's a great question. And we were thinking about this along this line for a very long time. This could also be helpful in crime management as well. How? So we already are having sensors, we already are having real-time cameras. We could try to come up with a way which will not breach the privacy, but also will have like alerting system in some areas that can censor unnecessary crowds in unnecessary time, or unnecessary actions are going on. This can help with crime fighting as well.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other member of team narrator? Any thoughts coming to your mind? How you can use the technology model somewhere else? Okay, I guess the other two members, they are having bandwidth issues. So let me go ahead with my next question from the audience. The audience asked that at the core, what is your technology? Is it those sensors? Is it those, let's say, global satellite system? Or is it something else? At the core, what is your technology?
At the core, I think the technology is the sensors, and where the machine learning and algorithms will be analyzing the data, and that's how the
Then
traffic
machine
lights
learning
will
is
be.
the core.
Yes.
Then machine learning is the core. Sensors are not the core.
Yes, sensors are giving the input.
Okay, so sensors are just the tools, and machine learning
Yes.
is the. Okay, so
Core. Yes.
core. So how this core is working? Do you have a broad view of how this core is working?
Okay, briefly, it could be the sensors or the cameras. These are giving inputs to the to our system, right? And from there, it could analyze the data.
How it analyze? What it will do? What is the
Analyze on the
process?
basis of like, suppose there is in a route, how many cars a sensor is sensing, right? And we could have some numbers around that, how many, we could have some ideas that how many cars or how many population of crowd could possibly create a traffic in problem, right? And on the basis of that, the algorithm can match and show different pathways.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Okay.
we could just have a small example. So suppose there is an ambulance that is going to a certain route, right? Now because of that, maybe the traffic had to close away, open away. So the ambulance went, right? Now, there is a free way that everybody is saying that because of some politicians are coming or some thing is happening, that's why that route is closed. So are there any easier routes, right? So this, if somebody is using the app, we can, somebody is using the app, in 30 people who are using the app and who has the same destination, they are being shown us a way that will be easier for them. And for other 30 people, it will be shown the other secondary, easier or separate way where they could, pass and go to the same destination. So here the traffic is getting managed automatically. Am I able to answer the question?
Yeah,
I would
makes
like
sense.
to add to this what Sumita
Please go
said.
ahead. Please go
So-
ahead.
So the thing is, there are sensors which are testing how many cars are passing the same route and how many cars have the potential to cause, let's say, a jam or any kind of traffic conflict. So measuring those cars, those who have the app get a notification, and the sensor tries to solve, sensor sends a distress signal to the traffic manager who's there manually if there's any solving of the problem that's going on. And instead of a localized system, instead of a central system, we are doing localized system so that if anything happens, if one system runs down, it doesn't affect the entire city's traffic management. That is it for now, I think.
Okay, thanks, Team Narrator, for your responses. With this, we officially end all the rounds of the Socratic dialogue here. Thank you, all of you, for your responses. Now we'll take to two reflections. Reflection based on how would you utilize the learning of the round 3 and round 4 in order to improvise anything at your routine work. So any random thoughts coming to your mind? Please go ahead, please reflect.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Means the idea of app, means still I would say the traffic management app is the more focused thing, and this app is just part of that, as Steve mentioned. But what I learned was that the core of traffic management means we tend to forget that thing. This app, team narrator is creating that app to improvise that thing. What if, as a human, we try to implement those things that this app will do when that app will come in later stages that will improvise in a bigger way? But being a person, if we will follow that traffic rules properly, there will be lots of chances that traffic will manage properly, and we can have proper structured way in terms of roads and everywhere. That education that app will going to provide, that education we can implement in our daily lives.
Okay. Thanks, Shagun, for your response. Who is going next with the reflection?
Yeah, can I go?
Co-moderators can also reflect. Yeah, please go ahead, Shashank.
Yeah, the app which reduces the manpower, especially the policing. Even that can save a lot to the government, and also if there are almost in one state like 77,000 cops in Karnataka. So it's like 1:700 ratio. So every 700 person there is one cop. So if we can reduce that, and if the traffic management would help, the app or the creation would help people to follow, because we fear when technology comes in. We might not fear because of the person who's there. So if that implies, and if there is a result coming in, so that would be great, because few of the countries like Argentina do follow that.
Okay, an interesting reflection, interesting application. Thanks for sharing this information with us, Shashank. And in the favor of time, we'll officially conclude today's Young CTO Socratic Dialogue. Thanks for being with us till then. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.